It's the Guns N' Radio podcast coming to you, not live this week. More on that in a fucking minute.
Yeah, not live, but we are coming off the heels of Power Trip. And we're going to be talking about that later on, plus some other news in the good old rock and roll world.
That's right, man. We got a lot to talk about. We're recording this in the morning, so we're having some coffee.
Some morning brew for you.
Yeah, it's not live, but it's pretty close. You guys are getting it when we're done with it. So
Yeah, it's day of live to tape,
Yeah.
We used to do that back in the day a few times.
Oh yeah, especially when we when we'd fuck off and forget.
Before recording a week or two in advance.
Yeah, that didn't work out for us so well last time.
Yeah.
GNR is dormant for 2 years. And then we tape up a month in advance so we can take a month off. And what do? They put out a new fucking song. And we're just gonna announce the general while you guys are on your little fucking vacation.
Which, are we actually gonna be able to hear the general besides getting the vinyl, which they're obviously just trying to do to sell fucking these records? It seems like
that's never gonna work.
It doesn't make sense. Like vinyl only worked in like the 80s when vinyl was like king.
Yeah, it's not gonna work, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're in the digital age. The second that arrives at somebody's door, or starts arriving at people's door, somebody's gonna rip that and throw it right on the internet.
Oh hell yeah!
And
somebody's got those converters around there.
There will be waiting. Yeah. And if they don't, I will. I've already got a plan to do it. So
yeah, we have connections. We have people who know other people who may know other people.
People that know people, baby. Oh, let's start the show. All right, welcome to the Guns N' Radio podcast, episode 244. That's right.
There we go.
44. We got.
Or should I do it like this way? So we're mirrored here.
Yeah. There's this many? I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk about a couple of things. So first off, I'm going to briefly address our suspension from YouTube. If you want to see what horrible thing we got suspended for, well, good news. Spotify has some common sense about these things. So the episode is on Spotify right now. So go look at our last episode, and you will see that we were well within our rights as fair use definitely dictates. And YouTube just trampled all over our rights. And it wasn't even the not taking us down live that pissed me off the most. It was the refusal to review our claim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like our dispute. They didn't even I submitted a dispute, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna submit a fucking dispute. And it just instantly kicked back like, no, denied. So it's like, motherfucker, no, you didn't. Nobody reviewed that. But I guarantee if it was like Mr. Beast or somebody, they wouldn't be pulling this shit with them.
Yeah, no way.
Since we're small time creators, we get the shaft. So, yeah, welcome to YouTube. And either way, thanks to you guys, by the way. And this will go up on YouTube as soon as our suspension is lifted. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to say thank you. Because our growth did not stop, even though we couldn't post content for a whole week.
Dude, hell yeah. We were like this friggin' close to 1,000 subscribers. Like I just checked right now, right before we started recording this. We're at 963. So like less than 40 away from hitting 1,000, which I think we'll hit by the end of the week. If all goes well.
969, it looks like a weird threesome.
969. Damn, this podcast fine.
If you're subscriber number 969, please take a screenshot.
Oh yeah, dude, I will literally send you a t-shirt.
We'll give you the weird threesome color in our Discord. So far, we don't have many of those. There's only two people that have unique colors, and that's Nemus for being first. I think
Yeah.
it's Nemus was
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the
first
gold for being
person
the
that
first.
came in when we first launched it. We babysat it,
Mhm.
and the first person that came in got a gold name badge, and the second one is Rick Dunsford, and I gave him a pink one just
Did he
because I
request
knew
it?
he'd be. Well, why do I got to be pink, bro? But he's never said anything. I don't even think he's noticed.
Is he like colorblind? He doesn't know.
I really don't think he's noticed, man. I think maybe he thinks that
Does he
since
see like everything in grayscale? It's like, oh, cool. It's like in gray. That's fine.
that would be funny, wouldn't it?
That's how he
Rick
discovers
knows
he's
he's in black
colorblind.
and white. What are these colors you speak of? Oh, that's funny.
Well, he gets pink for recommending you listening to Adam Lambert. So I mean, there you go. See, he goes hand in
Joke's on him, man. He's doing this to be funny, but the
Yeah.
joke's on you, bro. I like Adam Lambert.
Dude, yeah, 'cause he said when he
And
said to you, "What do you want from me?" I'm like, "That's not actually a bad song."
like I don't even care.
Yeah, I don't even care
Honestly,
either, dude.
I don't even
Adam
care.
Lambert's doing well, man. He's fronting Queen right now. They're on tour,
Yeah,
in North
because
America.
of
So
him, I might get to see Queen before I die if the ticket prices, get a little better. I'm not gonna fucking
yeah,
lie.
literally, they just pulled into Toronto yesterday. I was like, "Oh shit!" I literally checked like on like the third party apps. I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's actually tonight." I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, I missed out.
Ah,
That's okay.
well,
I'm like,
still
mm,
make it happen.
yeah, maybe they'll
Use the
probably
old
do
ladder
another
trick.
tour or something. You know.
Use the old ladder trick.
Oh
That'll work.
yeah, I was like,
Same.
it clicked.
If it'll work to sneak into Pop Evil, it'll work to sneak into Queen, surely.
I don't know. It's hard to sneak into like hockey arenas that way. I can sneak
Ah,
into like a local forum, maybe.
you know the problem, Chris? I don't think you're Canadian enough, okay? I'm gonna need you to really throw on that Minnesota accent.
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah. And wear a
Minnesota,
parka
Junior
when you go.
Canada.
Wait, is it called a parka? What's the thing like Kenny wears in South Park?
Well, that's like pretty heavy duty. Like that's like heavy duty, like kind of jacket. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it. I guess I don't
And
think.
then carry with you a full-blown Canadian flag just to really drive home that this guy is Canadian point. And maybe they'll be like, "Wow, this guy's like super Canadian. He must be like the president of Canada. He might be one of our." I don't know. Do they have viceroys there? And
What the fuck's a viceroy?
do they have a prince? Uh,
Prince? I don't know.
what do you call them? What
What
are
are
the royal viscounts? That's the one I'm thinking about. He is the viscount of he's the viscount of Canada, and they'll think you're like one of those royals that don't get like in England they have all those other royals that don't live
Well,
in
yeah,
Buckingham
the royal
Palace.
family that just do jack shit.
Yeah. Maybe they'll think you're one of those, but with Canada. You
No, I
see.
mean like Meghan Markle was here for a little while. Then we told her to fuck off. So we're not taking your shit, honey.
How bad you got to fuck up to get kicked out of Canada?
Pretty bad, actually.
I would say someday I shall visit this place because it seems like the kind of place I would enjoy visiting. But let's see. Yeah, we just want to address the suspension. We know we're suspended, and we thank you for not going away while we
You didn't
serve
leave
our
us.
time.
Yeah, all the support, man, it's been crazy. With Rocktober still going on, that's doing pretty good numbers as well.
Yeah, we
That's
moved it
gonna
over
keep
to
going along
Spotify.
all month long. So keep
I'll
looking
tell
forward
you
to that.
guys something. Let us know either in the comments section or in the "What did you think about this episode" section. Do you want us to continue Rocktober on Spotify, or should we move it to YouTube? Like, is it worth the hassle at this point? I don't know. I don't want to get us knocked down again. I like making content for the people that want to see us on YouTube and all that shit. But if YouTube doesn't want us there and they're going to treat us like this, then I don't know. It might be best to fucking stick around on Spotify because Spotify, pays us,
Yeah,
and
yeah, something.
YouTube keeps moving that goalpost on us. So
Yeah. After that, we have to find some other fucking platform to do this shit on.
Yeah, I'm not doing the parlor for fucking YouTube people.
Yeah, I know a few people in our Discord recommended, Rumble or whatever. But I'm like, I still don't feel good about doing it.
We will investigate it. Okay, we're not closed-minded to anything.
Yeah, I'd have to do like some research on it. Like, yeah, I heard it's like a pretty good, like, it's decent, like, platform for that kind of thing. Like, but it's just like I don't know, a lot of the ick and the people and all that stuff
Yeah,
associated with it is just like kind of just leaves a little bit of it's like a sour taste,
yeah.
It's the
And
thing.
and I'm going to tell you, we are very selective with what platform we put our shit on. Okay, we don't want to be associated with anything degrading or fucking
Yeah,
terrible or that really controversial in any way. So
yeah,
for
like
that, I'm going to make a quick announcement. You can catch all of our content backed up right now on our new Pornhub channel. Head
ooh,
over to Guns and Radio on Pornhub. Go to Pornhub and you can watch our latest episode, the one that got banned. It's called Two Podcast Coasts Get Fucked by a Whole Platform.
get fucked by
Uh,
Google.
Google butt fucks two podcast hosts live on air.
Get
There
fucked by
you
the algorithm.
go. That'll be on our Pornhub. I got kicked off of Pornhub. That's the only real platform I've been banned from.
How the hell does that
You
happen?
remember in season 1 when I started a Pornhub account and you go
Oh my
and
god.
it was always like guy with big dick ties his shoes or something like that, and then you see me walk in the room and just sit down and tie my shoes. Guy with big dicks cooks chicken nuggets in the microwave, and uh,
I remember that now.
yeah, and it was always me doing mundane shit. Like you never actually see the big dick in question, but yeah, I started a whole, and then yeah, they kicked us off. Kicked me off, I should say. Yeah.
So I start dropping drawers, so you're gone.
Dust and Bones banned on Pornhub.
Yeah. Bone from
Good.
hub. From bone from the hub.
Yeah, to a nicer guy, it couldn't have happened. If you want to know what it takes to get kicked off of Pornhub, that's it.
It's pretty easy. It's like don't show the goods. Be a prude.
Yeah.
Just be like a Christian Methodist or something, and you'll definitely kicked off in seconds.
Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Well, we don't have a lot of rock and roll news today, but I think we should let's see. Let me look at the old format. Where are we at? Let's go ahead and do rock and roll news and get that out of the way. It's rock and roll headline news.
This time it's a pirate trip edition. I think that's like the thing that's been really dominating the rock news this weekend. The big festival that happened on the Coachella grounds in California over the weekend.
Yeah, I'm not rich, so I didn't attend, but I've been watching. I did watch a bootleg somebody made of the Iron Maiden
Mhm.
um, Guns N' Roses set. I think
Yeah.
Franz posted that in our
Yeah,
Discord.
someone's posted it. Yeah, Franz posted on our Discord. I hope that's still up. Maybe I still haven't had to check it out yet.
Well, you better get on that, bro.
Yeah, that was the Friday night. So they had Maiden and GNR. Maiden did a 2-hour set. GNR played for 3 hours as always. I think they played the longest set out of everyone there.
Yeah, well, they were the headliners, so
They're one of the headliners. Yeah, it's like them. I think like everyone played at least 2 hours.
I'd love to get Iron Maiden opening for GNR. I don't think that happens very much. Not
Well,
since I think
I
Rio.
yeah, I think GNR opened for Maiden in the early days of Guns. I think a few shows they did.
Yeah, those days are over.
Yeah, so that was the only ever reversal that's gonna happen. I don't know. Would a band like Maiden ever open for GNR? I don't know if you can do like that reversal thing, unless it's not a festival billing. Then that's really it. But
Yeah. Speaking of Rock in Rio, and Iron Maiden and stuff and GNR, I know Franz, who by the way, you kind of have to find his stuff now since his YouTube channel got zapped, but
mhm,
Franz is still upscaling and what's the word I'm looking for? Remastering old Guns N' Roses shows and bringing them up to 4K.
mhm.
And from what I've seen, right now he's working on Rock in Rio 2001, which I'm very excited for.
Oh, yeah, I'm very hyped for it because I only ever got like the VHS like bootleg rip from the TV broadcast in
Yeah.
Brazil.
And Franz is pretty well announced. That's the current project he's working on. It should be out later this month. I'm pretty stoked to see that. If you guys watch the kickoff show for Rocktober, where we all got together with Franz and Bailey and Jeff, and we watched Axel DC, that is another Franz improvement. Now, it kind of sucked on the show because the one he sent me was a little too big, and I couldn't stream it, and we had to take a pause about halfway through the show so I could downgrade the quality of the video and actually show it a little better. But I mean, it was superb. Like, his work is so fucking good.
He's insanely good. Even with I know he mostly works with the video, but the audio also, like when he upscales, is really good too.
And if you look at his trailers, the graphics he makes for his trailers are also equally impressive. I
Insane.
really want to learn how to do that. I know about what programs he uses. I'm going to try some of those in the future, but I don't know. With I'm seeing a lot of, like, Photoshop has AI now, and so I'm probably going to upgrade Photoshop with AI because I like the idea of being able to still work on our cover art, but then have AI come in and help me out a little bit.
Yeah, I think AI is sort of like an assistant, can definitely, not as something that takes over the whole job, but it's like an assistant, like a tool.
And sometimes it does do well to take over the whole job. Like this week's episode, I sent you the cover art for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I've been too busy to sit down and make something. And I thought last week's cover art was phenomenal. Oh,
It was
look, the
pretty
cats
good.
are
Yeah.
fighting in the background.
Yeah.
And
Mine's sleeping over there.
I thought this week's looks really fucking good, of Duff McKagan staring into a black hole to celebrate dark days.
Black hole sun.
Yeah. But hopefully I've reached out. I know one of our friends, Robin, from formerly from Nothing Lasts Forever, is she went to Power Trip. And so I'm going to tell, so hopefully we can arrange it so she can come on and tell us about it and about her experience there. So that'll be cool.
That'd be awesome. We'll definitely try and get that going. But yeah, speaking of Power Trip, let's get right into it.
Get into what?
Get into Power Trip, man. Let's get talking about it.
Yeah. I haven't seen much. All I saw was the Maiden and the Guns N' Roses ones.
Yeah. Guns they didn't even play Perhaps. I checked the set list. They did not play Perhaps.
No, but they played better.
Yeah. But it's like, if you're trying to plug the big like single that just came out, like, play that shit, man.
I don't get why it's.
They sound checked it, but they didn't play it. It makes no sense.
Well, dude, when does it ever?
And then like Metallica was back there all weekend, taking pictures of everybody, because I saw them taking pics with like that one was Slash, Duff, and Fortis, I think.
Yeah.
I think we all wanted to see, the James Hetfield and Axl Rose picture, but we'll never see that happen. So I don't know.
No.
Well,
I don't know. Are they still on bad terms?
I think they're on okay terms. I don't know. Maybe Axl's like, whatever, tool for the shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. At this point, it's like, who cares? These bands have made their mark, their legacy on, rock and metal, respectively.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you think of the personalities and, the people in the band,
So AC/DC played. I guess Metallica played.
Metallica closed Sunday.
Did they play the same night as AC/DC?
No. So it was supposed to be Ozzy and AC/DC, but I remember Ozzy pulled out and you got Judas Priest to come in. And then Judas Priest played. They also announced a new album coming out in March.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's something definitely to look forward to for all you metalheads out there. But
yeah, well, that's rock and roll news in itself.
Yeah, AC/DC closed out the second night. And they played. That's the most I saw of the festival. Like, I saw clips there on Twitter and stuff, and they sounded really damn good for just a 2-hour, 15-minute set. Bringing a lot of old cuts back. I think I saw like they played Stiff Upper Lip for the first time in like 20 years, which was like, oh sweet, bring some cuts from that album out.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that one in a while.
Yeah, I heard it was a phenomenal return to form, especially for Brian Johnson, who hasn't, I think, played with them since the beginning of 2016.
Yeah,
Now he's back in the fold. They did play a couple songs from the latest album, Power Up, which is always good to hear.
it's so
No
weird
news
that
yet.
there's been a new AC/DC album since the Axel DC era.
Yeah, we got literally a AC/DC album right at, not at the height of the pandemic. It was probably like right around halfway through the pandemic. I think the end of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy, and like I understand why they wouldn't want to tour after all that, but like them coming back for this show at least, I think it's pretty kick ass. It's pretty cool to see Brian Johnson back in form. They sounded really good
Oh
from
yeah, I
from what
love
I
Brian
saw.
Johnson.
Yeah.
And the Axl Rose era was fun. Don't get
Oh,
me wrong.
absolutely. It was cool to see. It's like, listen, I think
Kind of,
Axel is a guy who's always had respect for AC/DC. He's one of his favorite bands. It's like, you get the opportunity to fill in for one of your favorite bands, and why the
yeah.
fuck not? Why would you not take that opportunity?
Oh yeah, it was kind of surreal too.
Mhm.
I remember the joke going around I would make a lot at that time was, man, you seen that new guy singing for AC/DC? Now that kid's going to be somebody. He's going to go.
Yeah, it was nice to see, Axel try and channel his inner Bon Scott for
Yeah.
for a few months.
And I'm sure for him it was nice to do something different after years of Guns N' Roses. And, it's
Yeah.
probably.
Dude, especially smack dab, like right in the middle of like the height of the reunion, the not in this lifetime stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like, and it helped, I think, also let you know that, hey, this is going on with the other band as well. Because while they're talking about while the news is talking about Axl Rose, they're always mentioning. If you notice, you probably already know he just reunited with Slash and Duff
Yeah.
McKagan.
So hey, listen, it works both ways. ACC still gets to do those shows. He gets to promote, GNR.
Oh yeah, and there's just as many people that came out of curiosity as there is people that it wasn't the disaster people like to brag about it being like, oh man, it was a disaster. They didn't sell any fucking tickets. Like I hear
No,
people
man.
standing in line telling that story at a Guns N' Roses show, and it's like, dude, you're so full of shit.
Shut up, man. Like,
Like, you just are fucking. You're a fucking idiot. Because
yeah,
if it
it's
doesn't take, but like looking at one photograph from the fucking show to figure out you're full of shit.
they sell tickets at those shows, man. People were definitely there to see him. It's like, oh, what? You're not gonna get. You're still gonna get. Please, even if it was AC/DC without a singer, have the crowd sing the fucking songs. It would still be great.
Yeah.
It'd be like karaoke night at like Madison Square Garden, but still, that'd be fucking
Fuck
awesome, honestly.
it. Yeah. Well, speaking of GNR, I want to do an update on a story that we reported last week. And this is the man that drove his car into the police station, blaring "Welcome to the Jungle." We now know his name is John Hargraves. He's
Hargreaves.
34, which is fucking weird, dude.
God
Like, I'd
damn.
expect you to be like 20, man. Get your shit together. This guy has to be mentally challenged. And
Looks
I'm
like it.
going
'Cause then, yeah, 'cause remember the footage? He came out of the car. He's like hands up, like, "What are you doing?" Like the V
to,
for
yeah,
Victory. What are you, Johnny Drama?
like, run the fuck away, dude.
Yeah,
Like, make them work for it.
yeah, exactly.
But anyway, and I love the sign keeping kids safe.
Yeah,
as
I
it's
gotta keep
pinned,
these adults safe, man. The kids are
as it's
fine. These adults are fine.
as it's pinned between the wall and his car. But here's the part that I really want to talk about. This is our latest. According to reports, Hargraves was attempting to get revenge on a woman that he claims hypnotized him.
This sounds like someone just like had a really bad like trip on acid or shrooms, and then you're just making shit up.
And you know what, man? Look, I've had a lot of women come in and piss me off over the years. And, this seems like a reasonable way to deal with it.
This woman hypnotized me to crash in the police station. No, I think you just did that of your own volition, bro.
You probably could. I'd have to see the rack to know for sure.
No.
But that's our latest update on that story.
Yeah.
I'm following that story. I
Yeah,
want to
we'll
see how
update
it
it once he
plays.
gets sentenced.
Yeah, we'll know when he goes to trial because I'm pretty sure this guy has public defender written all over him.
Yeah.
I
You
am
need some pro bono fucking shit for that.
I am pretty sure he will use a public defender.
Yeah, no way. Unless he's hypnotized using some other lawyer or something. He's been hypnotized. My ex-girlfriend hypnotized me. I'm defending myself in this case. I am my own
Listen,
lawyer.
man, the worst thing you can do is either represent yourself or have a public defender, because
Yeah.
all a public defender is there to do is to make sure that you don't win. He's
And
been
they still
put
get paid by the government regardless.
yeah, he has been assigned there specifically to make sure the prosecutor wins this one for the city. Like, a public defender is like the biggest bullshit in fucking in all of fucking, what do you call it, politics, I guess.
And law
Yeah,
and politics,
law and politics and shit.
Yeah, change the
Bullshit.
constitution. Get rid of those public defenders if they're in there. I don't know.
Yeah, they're part of the Constitution. They're required to be.
Get them out of there. We don't need this crap anymore. But keep the Second Amendment because we need that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't.
That depends.
I mean, you're pretty well protected. I don't think Canada pulls as much bullshit as the American systems do.
That is true. Our justice system just sucks ass, honestly.
Do you even have a justice system?
Surprisingly, yes, we do. I mean, our life sentences are basically just 20 to 25 years. It's not even for life. It's just 25 years.
Well, I think that's the way it is here.
Well, no, life, dude. You get life there, man. They give you like 2 or 3 life sentences if it's that severe the crime.
Yeah, I mean, if they're that severe, and they want you in there the rest of your life with no way out, they'll give you a bunch of life sentences. But life in prison doesn't mean the rest of your life. It does have an expiration date, but I don't know what that is. I've never needed to have that information. Luckily,
yeah,
I've never had to defend myself in a situation where I don't kill people and steal and shit and rob gas stations or crash my car into police stations while blaring "Welcome to the Jungle"
while allegedly being hypnotized by a crazy ass woman. Imagine it was that chick from Ghost that hypnotized him.
The witch lady that we bumped into.
Yeah, the Wicca chick over there.
I don't know. She might could do it. She had me under a spell. So
yeah, did she have like a circle with like fire around her or something? Was that if I recall? Like it has to be like it was a triangle. I remember she said.
Oh yeah,
a triangle like with candles and shit.
Yeah, I'd never
so
heard
specific.
That before.
It's like I don't remember this in geometry class.
I don't remember this in witchcraft. Yeah. I've never heard the fuck of this before.
The fuck? This is the Hogwarts of my dreams.
Let's watch a local news clip. You want to do that? I've been having fun with these.
Oh hell yeah, man! They've been interesting. Let's check it out.
While we're on rock and roll news, I feel like it's appropriate to watch this. I'm not sure what city this is from, but I sent this to you and then forgot about it. And I just found it while I was looking for that, where I sent you that thing we just looked at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Axel still has it.
He still has it.
So these are gunners ready to rock with Guns N' Roses.
No, he sounds good and he looks good.
All right, go watch it.
Well, we got our own Slash.
One of us Slash.
Here.
But we're going to. Okay, so this song is dedicated to all of us who are.
Wait, so who's their own Slash? You talking about this guy?
Yeah.
And the flip flops and. I love the news guy with
the guy playing the guitar. He's like,
holding the guitar.
I do this on the evenings.
He knew there were ladies around, so he must impress them.
Yeah, or he's just part of like some like random band that plays like cover songs at a small bar on the weekends. This is my off-duty job, bro.
He's gonna lip sync the what do you call it when you're faking playing the guitar?
So we're
Oh,
waiting on.
oh, he's gonna just play backing tracks like Kiss,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
he's gonna do the Nikki Sixx thing.
Wait, that's not a top hat, is it? That looks like a cowboy hat.
That's more of a cowboy hat. None of them are wearing a top hat.
I
Like
don't know.
the girl in the back there with the long blonde hair, she's got like the Axl sort of like hat sort of style there. You know him.
Oh, I've seen Axel wear that hat. I love the guy
definitely.
inside that's just in a regular t-shirt and hat, and he's just like, why the fuck am I here?
Yes.
So we're gonna do. So we'll whistle the first little part so people can get it, and then maybe we'll start saying. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
We're gonna sing a song
We're
together.
just gonna
Oh
song
boy,
live on the air, and it's gonna be cringe.
this this is Houston. This is Fox 26 Houston. So
Okay, yeah, because I was
There
gonna
we
look it up. I was like, oh, there, I see it in the bottom there. Perfect.
yeah,
Yeah, because they were just in Texas like a week ago, I think.
yeah. So this must have been from the day of the show.
Hmm.
Okay, so
I'm
it's.
gonna step out.
She's smart. She don't want to get involved in this.
So far, it's not bad.
Hmm.
I mean, they're keeping up. The guy's like, nah.
You remember?
I wonder how this didn't get pulled.
Okay, so we wanted to sing too.
Yeah.
Shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you, but
All right, kids, double tuck a job. Get the money, motherfucker.
Yeah, time to play absurd.
How many of these people are like, I did not sign up for this? Like, the chicks are pretty enthusiastic, but the dudes are like, damn it.
The guy on the far left is like, I'm just here to get my face recognized. That's it.
I think he's with the guy in the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
Like, he
we
got
got
drug
Bald
along
Red
by him.
Michaels over there with the bandana.
Bow, bow, wow.
Oh,
What
that's
kind of
where it gets bad
t-shirt
now.
What kind of t-shirt is he wearing? I
Oh,
can't
the dude
tell.
with the cowboy hat there?
No, the guy next to him in the regular hat.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
The normal looking guy is the one that has drawn my attention the most in this crowd.
The guy playing the guitar.
He looks so out of place because
Yeah.
everybody else has some weird gimmick going on
Yeah.
except for him. He's just like, man, I just wanted to fucking chill and listen to some music today, and you drug my ass up here.
Yeah.
I should be standing in line so I get a good spot next to the stage, but instead I'm here with you jackasses. Like,
Yeah.
no, man, this is cool they did that.
It is interesting. It's nice. I mean, it's free entertainment. You don't have to pay like a children's choir to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was totally part of that. Yeah.
She
That
came
wasn't
back.
cringe, so I can get back and do it.
She was in the back hitting her THC pen.
Loved that. That was so much fun. Well, y'all have an awesome
Someone's
time.
gotta
with
provide
that.
smoke
You
to the
will be
smoke
in your
machine.
seats by 8
Yeah.
o'clock,
We'll
probably.
be there way earlier than that.
Way earlier than that. Okay.
See, I
And
told you
you're
they're going to get in line right the fuck now.
Yeah.
already. Look, you don't even have to have it spend any time getting ready. You got your makeup on. You're ready to go.
Yeah, we'll go hang out around Houston beforehand, then we'll get there early and get some
Alright.
It'll be great.
There a little early.
I always
Thank you
wanted to
for
check out
the-
Houston. That was a
thank you
good
to our
wrestling
stand-in
town back in the day.
Yeah.
I got nervous. I don't play on TV.
All right, and there it is.
I got
There's our-
nervous.
our
I don't
local
usually play on the
news.
television, but I play in my local bar. You can come every Saturday night. My
He
band,
play-
Willie Nillies.
He's in a band. It's a David Allen Coe cover band.
Yeah, we only do yacht rock, bro. That's how they get all the cougars in. It's Christopher Cross night here at the local pub.
Oh, hard pass. I'm gonna give that the hardest of passes. But speaking of Guns N' Roses, there are also a little bit of news. Bailey, who is a good friend of ours, who's on the show pretty regularly, he had tickets to see Guns N' Roses at that show. They got canceled.
Yeah.
Well, it got canceled, and then they moved it to a smaller venue and upped the cost of tickets.
Yeah, so it was originally supposed to be at the Chase Stadium, the big baseball stadium there in Phoenix, but now that the Arizona Diamondbacks are now in the playoffs, and now that sort of conflicts with date of the concert as well, so they had to basically cancel it that day Now they're moving into a regular size sort of. Wait, even a smaller venue. I think it's not even like a
No, it's a
hockey
smaller
arena.
venue.
Yeah, it's not even like they went from baseball stadium to like just like an amphitheater, basically.
Yeah, they moved it to a smaller building, and then they jacked up the ticket prices.
Which makes no sense. Which I mean, like,
I mean, it makes sense, but it's bullshit at the same
yeah,
time.
I feel like if they're gonna do that for people who already paid their tickets, they should already have their tickets be valid for that. I think it's only
Yeah,
fair. But then, like, your show is basically instantly sold out. So I don't know.
yeah, that's bullshit the way they got done. I sent Bailey a message. I don't know if he's going to be available to join us at 10 a.m. on a Monday,
No, it's
but
even
he's
well, it's 3
probably
hours
at work.
behind. So no.
Yeah, I don't know. 10 is at 7 a.m. He's getting a message from me 7 a.m. Hey, get on this podcast 7 a.m. on Monday.
Just fucking woke up.
I'm dropping the invite if he's even on. Like, he's probably not awake. Well, it says he was active 30 minutes ago. I don't know. We'll see. If he can make it, he can make it, and we can talk to him about it. He'll know the deep details about it. Give him a place to be like, man, this is bullshit, or like, nah, I was treated very fairly. I don't know what he'll say.
Yeah.
But one way or the other,
Yeah.
we'll talk to our boy Bailey, and if he can't make it today, we'll do it next week or something.
Yeah.
What other rock and roll news do we
do have more Guns N' Roses news. I just saw this morning. So the rumors are true. GNR, they're finally getting to play the Hollywood Bowl for the first time ever, which is
nice.
surprising. I thought it's a venue that they already would have played, maybe in the early 90s. Guess
Yeah,
not.
I never thought
But
of
yeah,
that.
November 1st, November 2nd, they'll be playing the Hollywood Bowl with special guest, the Black Keys.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's going to be a great show, and I think tickets are going on sale pretty soon for that. So
yeah, I won't be there, but that'd be a cool show.
That would be very cool. They're doing 2 back-to-back nights, which I don't think they've done it all this tour. They always had like 3 or 4 days apart.
Yeah, I saw in the Discord where somebody was talking about maybe these shows will be like 4 hours long. And I'm like, they'll probably run. They would run.
Listen, 3's already more. They're already fine and plenty. I think with this band,
you can't wear out your welcome.
Yeah, unless they're like playing like they're doing like we're playing Appetite for Destruction front to back or something. Might as well play all Chinese Democracy while you're at it.
I think probably what's going to happen, they're definitely playing the same set both nights. It's Guns N' Roses.
They'll maybe switch like 2 songs. That's it.
Yeah, we can set expectations for how this band's personality is. We know
this time maybe they'll have the General. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. Doubt it, but maybe. I think you're definitely getting the same thing, and I think it's an exciting time, but I wouldn't expect anything different than what you're getting on any of the other shows for this.
Yeah, it's it's a new venue they're playing, so I think that's more like the aura of it.
They didn't even do anything different at all at the Apollo when the whole point was like to celebrate the anniversary of Appetite.
30th anniversary of Appetite, and they basically just played their usual set.
Yeah, and it was just another show.
Yeah, we're just playing a random venue. We're gonna broadcast it on Sirius XM. Maybe this will be broadcast on XM. Who knows? But
yeah, they didn't even say anything about it, so it's like they didn't acknowledge it at all. So, are they gonna do that this time? I doubt. I look, man. I love this band. I ain't trying to trash them or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just highly doubt that anything different is going to happen.
No, and I think we're pretty much like used to that ever since 2016. Not much. I mean, we did get some music, but it's pretty much stayed very much the course.
Very samey.
And then the oddish time, there's like a big set list change, and the hardcore fans go like, "Oh my god, there's something." Oh, now it's like, oh wow, they're playing pretty tied up and Bad Obsession pretty regularly. Now it's just like, okay, that's cool. Give me something new.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just today's society where it's like you want something like that, like instantaneous, but also it's like, that's all right.
I like that they've gone into some deep cuts rather than them just playing fucking covers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
why the fuck are we still playing Wichita Lineman? But that's another fucking day.
Dude, it was funny, man, because when they played Wichita in St. Louis, or not St. Louis, Kansas City, when I was in the front row, I turned around and I looked at the audience during this, and everybody was like,
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck? Like, why?
like nobody, even the casual fans, gives a fuck
It
about
makes
that
no sense.
song.
They played that at Power Trip, but not Perhaps.
I know,
What
right?
the fuck, dude?
Look, if you need a break and you want to put in something slow, I mean, I don't know, pick something more rocking. Do fucking Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison.
Yeah, or
They'll at least sing along with that.
do what you used to do in the later days of the Chime era. Give everyone a fucking solo.
Yeah.
Richard
if you
Forrest
need a
guitar
break-
solo, please. I want the James Bond theme back.
Oh, I love that. That was one of my favorite parts of the show.
That was pretty cool. I mean, that and like Bumblefoot's Pink Panther theme was pretty cool.
And from what I hear, Tommy Stinson was at one of those shows. According to Rick, I don't know how true that is. Oh, hang on. Bailey messaged me back.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, the Pink Panther thing would be great.
Then I
Or what
remember
was
he
no?
did
Wait, Pink Panther was Bumblefoot. His was James Bond.
yeah, Forrest did the James Bond one. Bumble did Pink Panther. I think the few times they did the Canadian shows, they did the O Canada, the national anthem.
Bumblefoot did.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was like in 06 or something he did it. Because I know in 2010 when I saw him, they did the Pink Panther theme for his solo.
Yeah, when I saw him, he did the Pink Panther. I liked when Bumblefoot started doing Bumblefoot songs as a solo.
Mhm.
Like he did So Glad to Be Here, Objectify, which Objectify, I didn't like it as much because I liked So Glad to Be Here so much, and I was a little upset that they took it away. But over the years, Objectify has royally grown on me. And I don't know if we've ever listened to Objectify on the show or not.
I believe we did. I remember we did
I
it
know
on our old episode of an old GN Extra or something.
Yeah, maybe.
We either
We
did
did
that or Abnormal.
We did we've done Bumblefoot for Shotcast where we took the GN Extra clip on a week where we weren't able to tape a Shotcast. And we played that. I don't know. Maybe what do you guys think? Do you want to see us review it? Let us know. If you guys want it, we'll do it. And if you don't, let us
Let us also know that.
let us also know.
Yes, no.
Bailey is coming in, but he wants to make it quick. So
All
that's
right. That's fine. That's fine.
That's good. So I'm sending him the link, and we'll hang out and wait on that. But yeah, if you want us to do that, let us know. Because by the way, when you post on Spotify in our what did you think about this episode section, we do read those, and we are going to read some of those on air today. And I've got two. I'll tell you what. Let's do this while we wait on Bailey.
Yeah.
We'll flush the format for just a minute, and we'll talk about this because I think it's a fair. This one says, this one's from Joe Maiden 15, and he says, "Excellent episode, excellent podcast. This is one of my favorite Snake Pit songs. I love you, Chris and Dustin." Well, thank you. We love you too.
Love you, brother.
And that comment came on episode 240. Been there lately from our Spotify. So thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
that's very nice.
That was a really good episode. I think we did. I think the song we did was awesome. That always helps when it's a good song. It's always a really good episode. So.
Oh yeah, I love Been There
I
Lately.
mean, even sometimes when we do like shitty songs, at least have a bit that'll make it like more fun listening to. You know,
they'll make it fun. Yeah, we try to do that also.
Listen, we've been laughing our asses off today too, man. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. We have kind of a half-ass plan, not really, sort of. But okay, Bailey says he'll be on in a minute. He's got to reboot his computer. Okay, so this one comes from Corey, and this was on our Shotcast episode for Duff McKagan's It Can't Come Too Soon. And Corey says, "I would like more Duff talk and general discussion on his stuff." And that's a fair. I mean, first off, it was a Shotcast, and we do not do anything but review the song on Shotcast. We're in, we're out. We get a song reviewed, we go the fuck away.
Yeah, we at least try to be,
Yeah. That's the point of doing those short form Saturday episodes. But we hear you, Corey. And today since we're doing a Duff song today with Loaded's Dark Days, we do have some facts about the song. We are going to talk about that in depth as we do the review. So hopefully you will like this better. We are listening. And even if you guys have something serious like that, not just yeah, you guys suck, you're gay, no bullshit like that.
Yeah, no
But if you
trolling.
got an actual fucking something to say, like this guy or lady, I'm not sure, Corey says,
Yeah.
that's good feedback. So thank you for that. We appreciate that. We're taking that to heart today, and we're going to have plenty of discussion on Loaded, but we're going to do it while we review the song. So we just wanted to say that. And there's another piece of rock and roll news that we can kind of talk about while we're waiting on Bailey's arrival. And that is Vixen has put out a brand new song for the first time in 14 years? It's
been years, yeah. I know, yeah, they haven't been around for a while.
I'm pulling up the article I sent you about it because I was like, God damn, yeah, this is cool. But I got to find it. There it is. No, wait, that's where I sent you a kayfabe news article. That new kid in AEW.
Yeah.
Okay. 17. It's been 17 years since Vixen's put out a new song. I thought it was probably more than that. I didn't think they'd done anything since the 90s. But Vixen have dropped a new single that's called Red. It's the first original song in 13 years. The song arrived along with a high-octane music video directed by Drew Johnson and Vicente Cordero. Or Vincent? Vicente?
Vincenzo. Yeah.
Anyway, it was filmed on the Sunset Strip, and we have that music video. We're going to watch it. And it's got like 13,000 views, but it's unlisted.
Weird. So yeah, what the heck?
That's pretty fucking good for an unlisted video. I mean, I'll bet you'd get a lot more views if you would publicize the video. And I'm pretty excited to hear some Vixen today. We're going to watch that in just a little bit. But first, our homie Bailey's with us now. And let's talk about your experience with the cancellation of the Guns N' Roses show, and so tell me first off, what happened? What kind of memo did you get? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so yeah, Guns N' Roses were scheduled to play Chase Field, which is the home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, this Wednesday. I mean, they scheduled this months in advance, not knowing if the Arizona Diamondbacks would make the playoffs or how far they would get in the playoffs. So yeah, the Diamondbacks were in like the first round. They won that round. So the first home game that they have in the series is scheduled for Wednesday, which was the Guns N' Roses concert. So they sent an email saying that it was postponed, and then they just sent another message through their social media accounts saying, "Oh, congrats to the Diamondbacks. We've canceled the concert, but we're having a concert that night at a different venue. It's at a outdoor venue called the Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater, which holds about, I want to say 20,000 people it can hold, while Chase Field for concerts can hold probably 40,000. Okay. So, but it's weird. They didn't it's not one of those things where if you had a ticket in advance, we'll honor the ticket. No, they just flat out canceled the Chase Field show. They'll refund you your money, but you have to rebuy a ticket if you want to go see the amphitheater show.
Which I've heard they then jacked up the price.
They did
on the amphitheater show. So that's why they didn't honor your ticket. They
No.
want you to pay extra. So did you? How badly did they jack up the price?
Well, I mean, like lower level seats were going for like 70, 80, 90 bucks. I mean, which was pretty, pretty good pricing. If you wanted to sit on the floor, it was like maybe 150.
That's about
Now
what
it's
okay, go ahead.
Now I was looking at it like, because like it's different type of seating for an outdoor amphitheater. Like you have the lawn section, and then you have like couple rows of seating, and then you have pit. Like pit tickets are going for like 400 right now.
Oh no.
So and then like I was looking at some of the, like, if you want like the first section of seating, some are going for like $1,000.
Oh fuck that.
So I have yet to buy a ticket yet. I'm debating if I'm gonna end up going. I probably will. I might just wait till the day of, because
Yeah.
I've been told by other people, if you wait day of, the ticket prices will go down a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, even on the secondary market, they'll go down by like 20-30%.
Check the day before just to be sure.
Right.
But man, good luck to you. That royally sucks getting fucked that way. But
I'm trying to debate whose fault was it though. Was it Guns N' Roses' fault, or was it the Diamondbacks' fault?
well, in a way, you're doing baseball stadiums, which by the way are half empty any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to these baseball stadiums, and even in Kansas City with St. Louis getting canceled, it was the back was all packed, the front was all packed, the middle was completely empty.
Yeah.
And when you cut out that middle section, which people don't want to buy anyway, I mean, I don't understand why you're doing a stadium tour in the middle of the season. Like this was bound to fucking happen.
Right. I mean, to be fair, the Diamondbacks have not made the playoffs in 6 years, so maybe just Guns N' Roses just thought, this team sucks. They're not even going to be good. Oh, whoops!
Yeah,
this year.
Karma.
So,
well, I don't know why they're doing a stadium tour anyway. Like I said, I don't know why they want to keep playing these half-empty stadiums when they could go to a venue and at least pack it out.
Yeah, go to like the hockey or basketball venues. You can easily do like 17 to 20,000.
But I guess this is why, because now they're jacking up the prices to try to make up for that, and people just aren't going to pay it. I hope people don't pay that. I don't. Fuck that. That is not the message we need to be sending to these fucking people.
Yeah, but I don't get, like, they're doing the outdoor amphitheater here. Why aren't you doing that in general? Like, is it because you want to avoid St. Louis because of the Riverport incident? I would say, though, for you, Dustin, that would be pretty cool if Guns did go back to Riverport.
Yeah, I love Riverport. I go to Riverport. I went 3 or 4 times this year. Like most of them, when I go to a lot of concerts and you see me posting about all the concerts I'm going to, the first thing I look is who's coming to Riverport. Do I give a shit? And how much does it cost? Because usually Riverport tickets are pretty affordable if you stick on the grass. And sometimes if the front doesn't sell out like they like it to, you can upgrade for cheap to free. I've upgraded to seats in Riverport for free before. And then when you get there, you can buy a lawn seat, sit outside. But I like the grass because I can sit on the grass. If I don't get a lawn chair, I can bring my blanket, stretch out, smoke a joint. You know what I mean? Like enjoy being outdoors. But I would love to see Guns N' Roses at Riverport, even though I know it'd be like a $300 ticket. I would probably buy that just for I was there at Riverport seeing Guns N' Roses. Like I'd have to.
Right. But see, you're in a city where in the summer, I mean, it's different type of heat, like seeing outdoor shows like here in Phoenix when it's 115 degrees outside. I know it's a dry heat. I mean, doing that in July and August and even into September is kind of miserable. Although I just saw a concert where Guns N' Roses are scheduled before now. I saw the Foo Fighters last week, and it was for pretty nice outside. It was one of the nicest concerts I've seen out there.
Oh man, I'd love to see the Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
that's one of my bucket list bands.
I've seen them 4 times now. They're great live every time.
Oh yeah, Foo Fighters is an excellent band, man. Well, I hope it works out. I hope it works out, man. And thank you for coming on at 11 a.m. and our time, probably like 6. What's
It's like
the time?
12 right now.
Now, what time is it where you're at?
Just turned 9 o'clock.
Oh, we just pulled this poor guy out of bed.
No, not really. I was getting. I wouldn't consider myself a early morning guy, but I'm not the biggest sleep in guy.
Yeah, me neither. But thanks for coming on, man, and sharing that with us. We'll stay keep us updated on what's going on with that, and hopefully you can come back and tell us a good, happy ending to that story.
All right, thanks guys for having me on. Have a good day.
Yeah, take care, Bailey. Thanks for coming on, man. Okay, so it doesn't sound like it's just the royal butt fucking that we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So that's good for him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks though. They couldn't even find like a different date to play that same venue. Like I get like switching over a different venue, sure, whatever. I get.
Oh my god! And for boring baseball of all things, man.
Yeah,
I say in a baseball jersey right now, but
yeah, no, you and I both were not really big on baseball.
Oh my god! And why does the most boring sport? Okay, like it's the most boring sport. Why can't you get it done in one game? Why do you got to play each other like 15 fucking times in a row? Nobody wants to see that. Well,
Yeah.
people do. I just don't get it.
I feel like baseball's like that one sport where like you basically have to be drunk as fuck to enjoy it.
I know, man. It's fucking. You imagine being sober and having to.
Or even like going like watching, here in Toronto, like we have a baseball team, but they suck ass. Well, Toronto.
Why can't you just play one game against this team? Whoever wins, wins. Whoever loses, loses. Why do you have to play?
Is weird in baseball.
You got to play like. I don't know how many fucking times.
They play 162 games in a year, which is nuts to think of.
Fuck that.
Then the playoff system is weird. It's like first is a best of 3. Oh, then this round is a best of 5. Then it's a best of 7 and a best of fucking 24 and 3/8. I don't know.
I don't get.
It's just weird to me. It's like
play one game, get it done, or get the fuck out of my fucking. I am not interested in seeing a series of games. Like if football did that, I wouldn't watch football.
Yeah.
Like the Chiefs
football works more in a weekly format anyways. So
like last night we saw the Chiefs beat the Vikings. If I had to but they hadn't won yet because they play the Vikings again tonight. God damn. And they're going to do this every night, every week, all week. And then we'll saddle them up with another team next week. No, I'm not watching that. No fucking way. It's like,
yeah,
right. I don't get baseball, and I don't get who watches baseball. And I know people are gonna
America watches baseball
with bullshit, but
America watches baseball. That's who fucking watches it.
But goddamn, it's not my fault you picked a shitty sport to be a fan of. Don't get in my DMs all bitchy. My comment section all bitchy because you picked a stupid sport to be a fan of.
Yeah.
Watch football like a man.
Yeah.
How about that?
I think hockey's pretty entertaining. Playoff hockey is great.
Do they have series in hockey? Do you have to watch 80 games to get to the...
Well, it's an 82-game season, but then like it's basically a 4-round playoff system. But they do like best of 7 series. So it's kind of like basketball in that way. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm saying about the playoffs. But in hockey, it's different. They'll play like all the teams in their conference at least once or twice, but not like in a series. They won't do like back-to-back stuff.
Oh.
Like they'll spread it out, and then they'll play like some teams from the other conference because it's East versus Eastern Western Conference. We got the All-Star game in there, and like each team has their own like sort of set of rivalry teams.
Well,
which really helps to build ratings for TV and stuff.
Well, every team's got that going on.
Yeah.
But, Anyway, here's Vixen. Let's check out the new music video by Vixen, and let's see.
With their new vocalist, actually. No Janet Gardner on here.
What? No Janet? Oh, okay.
No, Janet's doing her own thing now. I think she has her own solo stuff.
Well. Wait, hang on.
Oh, the advertising Power Trip.
That was the whole point. I'm rewinding for a second because it didn't pause when I told
right at the rainbow.
Is that can't be Tara and Robin's poster?
No, it's not. I think it's promoting Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, I think.
How old is this drone footage?
Maybe from earlier in the year.
Oh, I see the power trip.
Yeah, because that's when Ozzy was advertised. So it's probably like the last 6 months.
They're still hot. I don't even care. This chick is hot. It's got young chicks in it now. I don't know how I feel about that. I wanted Cougs.
There's like one original member in here. I don't know who, but
why not they have Rachel Ryan in there is what I want to know. I don't think she's Vixen. I don't know. Is she? She's kind of of cougar age.
Could pull it off, maybe.
She would definitely fit in, unless they just don't get along.
Or maybe she hasn't been asked. I don't know.
Yeah. You know how I feel about the Cougs. I like my girls a little bit older anyway. So.
You're like that guy in the outfield.
Yeah. I love Vixen, man. Like
their first album was great.
I don't know every song by a long shot, but the songs I have heard, I've really enjoyed.
This one's okay. I feel like it's a more updated sort of rock song.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like Vixen.
It's got a little bit of some pop sensibilities in there.
I could see me rocking to this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating. If nothing else, man, there's hot girls to look at, and that's always, you know how I feel about that. That's always. Oh, looky there! It's the dude from Machete.
No, it's not. It's like looks like he's from like the Sons of Anarchy TV show, like the spin-off.
It's a young Danny Trejo, whatever.
Trejo,
yeah. It's like his son. Killer guitar solo.
Yeah. No way. It looks like they got. Yeah, it looks like he's like wearing like freaking Sons of Anarchy cuts there.
They raided the wardrobe department at FX for this music video.
Yeah. Like, give us some like generic extra from like the Sons of Anarchy spin-off show that you're still doing.
I didn't get the first one, so.
Sons of Anarchy was a great show, man.
That's what I heard, and I tried to watch it. I just didn't get it.
I finally actually got through it. Finally.
Wait, is that Ruby Soho?
No. Is it?
I don't know. It went by too fast.
Well, Ruby Soho's more of a punk rocker, anyways. I don't know if it's their thing.
I don't know, man. Rancid's their thing, so obviously.
Yeah.
I was watching the night Rancid gave her the name Ruby Soho.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, that's pretty fucking cool. Well, there's Red by Vixen. What'd you think?
Pretty good, decent.
Yeah, I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was pretty good. I can see me rocking out to that. Hopefully they'll put out a whole album. That'd be cool. More Vixen, more rock and roll is always a fucking good thing.
Always appreciated, man. Absolutely.
Because we have lived in the dark times for too long when it comes to getting good rock and roll music, getting good music in general. Well, we have lived through the dark days of music. And we're going to live through a few more dark days because we got Loaded coming up with the title track off of their album Dark Days. And we're gonna talk about that. So let's shall we dive into our song of the day?
Let's get right into it. Let's see what kind of shit we got in for us today. So
let's see what we can fuck with next. What if I wanted?
No, it sounds more like Red Hot Chili Peppers. It sounds like Chad Smith on the drums doing this.
Oh, I do got some Danny California drums going on, don't it?
A
Good
little
morning, state of Mississippi. and the mama was a hippie. In Alabama, she was drinking hammer. Something, something, something. That's what Chili Peppers sounds like to people that don't listen to Chili Peppers.
Yeah, the people only know like 5 songs from them.
Like me.
They have a pretty great discography, honestly.
No, they do. So it's going to be another one of those shut up songs.
Yeah.
He's nothing if not consistent.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm liking the vibe of this though. It's very like gritty, a little grimy, a little grungy so far. The vibe.
Yeah, it's putting
Feels like
out
this could be like the soundtrack to a night in Gotham City.
Maybe that was the idea.
Or it's like I can imagine just like basically it's just like or any other night in Chicago, you know.
Well, this was the first fact I've got about this is this was recorded between December 2000 and February 2001 at Jupiter Studios in Seattle, Washington. It was self-released in July of 2001. So it's pre 9/11, man. Right before the whole world changed, at least for us.
Right before the TSA came into play and ruined air travel.
I know, man. This is one of the last times you got to fly on an airplane and actually enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you can't even bring an apple peeler anymore. God damn, I want to peel my fucking apple on this plane.
I know, right? How are you going to peel an apple on a plane if you don't have an apple peeler?
Exactly.
Come on. Assholes. So it's about a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. To me, I'm getting like it's big. I think Duff was like, "What if I do Limp Bizkit but better?" 'Cause it sounds like fucking My Way right now.
Oh, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Except
we have actually a better looking whiny dude than Red Cat Man.
Dude, fucking hate Limp Bizkit.
WWE's favorite band, Limp Bizkit. Come on, man.
I think it's everybody's least favorite band. I don't know. Here lately, they've started making a comeback. People are admitting to be fans again.
Yeah. I mean, that Still Sucks album was like, they kind of lean into it, I think, which
I mean, I can respect that. They know that they're a hated band. Kind of like I put them in the same category as ICP.
Oh,
and by category, it's like
category is fucking Nickelback 2001 onwards.
Here's the difference. If you show me, like, dude, have you heard the new Nickelback song? Check this out. I'll probably listen to it. If you come up to me and be like, oh, have you heard the new ICP? Check this. I'm going to be like, no.
Yeah.
No. If you come up with like, hey, have you heard the new Limp Bizkit? Check this out. I'm going to say, no. Don't think I will. Get it out of my face. Like, there's a difference. Like, I hate those bands so much. I'm really not going to give them a chance. But... And you know what? The new Limp Bizkit album could be the greatest album in the entire fucking world. It could be it could be the greatest masterpiece in music history that mankind ever created. And I'll never fucking know. Because there ain't no fucking way I'm going to listen to Limp Bizkit. Not voluntarily. And before somebody starts filling our Rocktober comments with fucking Limp Bizkit music videos, no.
I'm down for at least one. Come on. Westmoreland's a scary man. Look at him. He's so a place there.
I would be willing if people want to see it and we can get something out of it. Like if we had like some kind of subscriber goal or some kind of whatever we figure out to where we're going to get something out of it and I don't feel like it's in vain. Sure, I would be willing to watch that comeback show from, what was it, 2020, 2019?
Oh, the Lollapalooza show where you dress up like an old man. And everyone lost their shit on Twitter.
I would be willing to watch.
Dad vibes, bro.
Because I know I'll have fun riffing on it.
Oh, yeah.
You will get, let me tell you what you'll expect to hear as a viewer. A lot of Jeff Jarrett jokes. Because Fred Durst come out looking like Jeff Jarrett. I remember the best memes, and I think I shared it like a million times. Was I know my buddy Gene Jackson. If you're a wrestling fan and a podcast fan, go check out Main Event Comedy. Gene and the crew are hilarious, and they do stand up, but they also talk about wrestling. It's a pretty great fucking gimmick they got going on. But shout out for some friends of mine. But Gene had posted on his Facebook a screenshot of Fred Durst, and then he made a meme out of it, and he wrote at the bottom, "Spend my days working hard on the go." And oh man, that one got me. So yeah, if you want it that bad, let's talk about it. Let's negotiate what we can do to get me to watch Lollapalooza. If you want it. If you don't want it, that's fine. I don't have to do it because I don't want to do it. So it's either way is cool by me. But let me know. You guys are gonna have to communicate it to me either in Discord, the comment section, or in the what'd you think about this episode section on Spotify. Up to you. Better not be a waste of time. Go and get what?
Oh, let me look at the lyrics. Hang on.
I was trying to get to the chorus because I don't
said
like...
go and get a life. I'm like,
okay.
Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Go and get my life.
We need a signal so you can tell me when you want me to pause too.
No, it's all right. I'll just yell shit. I'm not off.
That's our signal from now on. I'll pause. You do something ridiculous. If I see you get up and tap dance, I'll pause. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. That was my original first tattoo I ever wanted. Was the frog from Looney Tunes that goes, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal." I really wanted that, and I may still make that happen. I don't know. Thinking like here and having
Sweet. Pour ramen out of the chest. Porky Pig, but that's how, bitches.
Let's see. In 2000, Duff McKagan began re-recording some of the songs from Beautiful Disease. These were Seattle Head, Then and Now, and Superman. We've listened to Seattle Head on the show. We've listened to Superman. I'm not sure about Then and Now.
I don't know about Seattle Head, but I know Superman for sure we did.
Yeah, we did that one with Tara and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, we did Seattle Head. We did it on Shotcast.
Maybe we did. I don't recall.
I think it was a Shotcast because I've heard it. I know I've heard Seattle Head. So
we're kind of a rating for it, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. So we don't have our ratings database fully caught up. Something I'm probably gonna put in my list of shit to do today. Try to fill those out. I've been working on personal shit lately, so I apologize if I've dropped the ball on anything. Because sometimes I do make videos and things for me and not for the internet.
Yeah.
And I've been doing some of that for my personal enjoyment this week a lot. So I'm working on a pretty big project, but it's not something that's ever going to get released. It's too much copyright. Basically, I'm doing a fan edit on a movie because I'm that kind of fucking dork. Sometimes I like the movie. I just think it'd be better if it went this way.
Oh, so you're like Topher Grace. He does that shit too.
And then it's like, you know what? I have the technology to make it go that way. And so then when I choose to watch the movie, it's like, I will watch my version because I know I like it better. Yeah, I'm that fucking conceited. The Emperor must have Pulp Fiction edited in sequence. I remember somebody took you remember when somebody edited the Marvel universe everything up to Infinity War? And no, not Infinity War. What was the last one? Infinity War, and then there was Endgame. Everything up to Endgame. They took all of the movies, put them together, meticulously went through scene by scene by scene, and put everything in chronological order.
Oh, by the year in the timeline. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So start all the way from Captain America 1, which was like the 40s, technically.
And I will say it's out there, but it's not streaming anywhere. It's one of those things where you have to find the what do you call it? The Dropbox.
Or like some random Daily Motion or Vimeo link that's still up.
No, it ain't even on that. It's a Dropbox. It's a
Ooh.
file. You have to download the whole file. Every file is like 9 gigabytes.
Oh,
They are fucking huge. And so the undertaking of just downloading it is a pain in the ass already.
yeah.
But if you want it, it's out there. Fan edits are really cool. They're just really hard to share. I wish there was a way we could come to some kind of understanding with certain movie productions and shit, and let those be a thing, because I think they'd be pleasantly surprised with. There's got to be a diamond in the rough out there that we just don't know about that would be more popular with the audience than the official release. And it's probably a crappy movie. I know Star Wars has 1 million of them.
Yeah, I saw someone edit The Room, but it's only the sex scenes. Or The Room, but only the dialogue that never gets followed up on.
I've not even, I've never seen The Room. I've only seen clips. I really ought to sit down one day.
Oh my god, we gotta do that. The movie's fucking amazing. I watched it already like 6 times. It's fucking gets better each time.
Speaking of movies, are we allowed to talk about this one officially yet? The movie coming up, have we announced that yet?
Have we?
Have we made it official yet? Or
I don't think so.
You and me? Do we?
I don't recall.
What do you want me to do about that?
I'm not even sure what the heck's going on here.
This tape and what's on this tape and what may or may not happen this month on a special holiday? Or do you want to continue talking about it privately?
We teased the announcement.
We can tease the announcement all we want and then do another watch along later, and nobody will know the fucking difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm leaving it up to you. Do you want to postpone, or do you want to go ahead and do it?
We will postpone. We have something in the works. That's all I'm gonna say. Which I'll have to talk to you off by about, because I totally forgot what the fuck it is.
Hang on, check the private chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say just. I don't know, man.
This is all staying in the edit.
It's like only 12:30 in the afternoon.
Hang on, we're typing.
Let's play more of the song while we're at it.
Well, while we're doing that, I paused it there for a reason so we could do some lyrics, because I think we're getting ready to get into the chorus, or maybe we've gotten past.
I think we already gotten past the chorus.
Okay, see, I don't know what the chorus is, so please.
I think so.
Let's get up to the first chorus and lyrics then, and let's dissect and really talk about the song.
Alrighty. Dark days, black nights. Now you say it's gonna be all right. Your way, my plight. All you ever want to do is fight.
Okay. Oh man, I hate people like that.
Yeah.
You ever been in one of those relationships where like that's literally all you do is fight, but you're young and stupid, hadn't figured out
It's like, yeah, the sex is good, but it's always just angry.
That's always the ones
it's
too.
Like angry and aggressive. There's like, and then you just go like that, and then it's like, oh, that was great.
Like the ones you have the best sex with seem to always be the ones that you.
It's the crazy chicks, man. It's the crazy, fired up, woman.
I'm going to tell you, man, though, as you get older and you start to run out of energy, I'd much rather have somebody I can watch a movie with, or order a pizza and cook, or clean house with, and enjoy their company while we do so, than just be good in the sack. Because usually good in the sack, they ain't fucking sweeping the floor. No. They ain't going to help you.
They're sweeping other things off of other things.
While you're swiffering.
Yeah.
At least in my experience, she stayed on her phone constantly. And that shit's annoying too. Kids, get off your phones.
Exactly. Touch some fucking grass.
Yeah. What else we got on lyric?
What you gonna do, brother? Why do you want to stay? Such a waste of time. Can't stand another day.
Exactly.
Nothing to this game. Go and get a life. I gotta get away and save me.
That's a, you know what? Everything so far, I'm gonna give Duff McKagan some thumbs up on an advice song. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, we're
The
pretty.
song's about my ex-wife.
He has who was his ex-wife? I don't even know this.
I don't know, some random chick, and then Susan
who
came
cares?
along, and it's been devout ever since. So
Yeah, it's been Duff and Susan as long as I've cared, so I like Susan in that
at least
role.
20 years, I think, even more than that.
Yeah,
Something like that. And they make them buried in the mid to late 2000s or something.
I'm telling you, man. The only reason Axel never found true happiness is because it wasn't with Lita Ford. I'm gonna tell you, those two through mutual, she would have straightened his ass right the fuck up, and he would have straightened her ass right the fuck up.
Something would have happened. Someone would have been kissed pretty deadly. So
Mutually assured destruction, man. Look at Lita Ford's arrest record and look at Axel's, and they pretty sync up pretty well. Like it's always domestic abuse, you know what I mean, like a domestic disturbance and shit like that. And yeah, Lita Ford too. Like she gets pissed off and punches random people also.
Oh, actually, Duff got around the third time, so him and Susan have been married since '99. Damn, so that's been over 20 years. Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, so
that,
he was with Susan when this came out while he was writing this.
Yeah, they were already married by this time.
Okay, so how does it feel to be Susan and my husband's in the other room writing a song about his ex-girlfriend?
Both one of two of his ex-wives.
Yeah. And you know something, like she's not gonna believe you when you're like, no, it's a hateful song. Oh, that's not, I don't know. So I guess maybe Susan is a good one.
No, honey, I just heard this Limp Bizkit song. It said I could tell it better. Fuck fried dust, he's an asshole.
I want to say something about our stupid Duff character, okay? He's the only character that we're not pretending is the real person
we'll put the
on the
picture
show.
up here.
Like there is one. I've showed you it, haven't I?
I think so, yeah.
Where we
we did it one
hat
time
on his head, and then one eye goes this way and the other eye goes this way.
Yeah.
Gave him like googly eyes and a dunce hat. I'll tell you though, man, I'd like to have that as an animated GIF where his eyes would just constantly Google Thursday. That would be fun. It's not like this guy. Which didn't I see him? I don't know. Wasn't there some crew news that happened?
No, I sent you a video of him basically just like singing like trash. And then someone sent us a video. Oh, Bailey sent us videos a couple weeks ago of him doing the chicken dance for like a charity or something.
Yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That clip, I'm not sure if Bailey's was the original or not, but he also followed it up and sent me I think it was a Vimeo link to VH1's top 40 least metal moments of all time. I talked about that a few weeks ago because I did say that like some of it was reaching. And I hate those shows because it's like, man, you'll talk about something I like and then everybody shits on it like everybody hated it. No, they didn't, because I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's just in retrospect. People shit on things in retrospect, or it gets, like something that was like shit, taking big shit on in the 80s is like now like highly regarded like 20, 30, 40 years later.
Yeah.
That's what it is with retrospect. It's like, oh, this thing actually aged pretty well, bro. Like, and now people are turning around on like Motley Crue's self-titled, the one with John Corabi. People like shut on that then. They're like, oh, it's still, but it's not half bad as it used to be. So
maybe. I've never heard it. I didn't even know about it till the dirt.
But people still fucking shit on Generation Swine, and rightfully so. What a weird album title. Motley Crue predicting the swine flu. What did you know?
Followed up their other album, COVID is Definitely a Thing, that came out in 1989. Yeah.
Generation Fludum.
Let's don't forget the classic 1993 Motley Crue album that was titled Invest in Crypto. Yeah, we just didn't appreciate the message then.
Yeah, which actually spelled forwards was Theater of Pain.
You're right. Yeah. A lot of people don't catch that, but and if you play the record back, I self-destructed.
Yeah, if you play the record backwards, it says something about Web 3 is the future.
That's right. Web 3, man. after the Great Reset. All right. Hey, some dark days ahead.
Yeah.
That is very Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. My way, you're the highway.
I want to point out I've never heard this before.
Shout out Frederick.
We could have not planned that to work out any better than that actually worked out just now. Oh man, we need to remember this for our greatest moments this season.
My way.
That's gonna make the highlight reel of the best moments this season. I need to write that down. All right, let's get back into it.
Don't you know something's got to break? Get out, nothing left to take. Got to save a little piece of grace. What you gonna do?
All right, so all I can think about is Limp Bizkit right now, and I don't want that to be the whole review.
It's like
so
if Limp Bizkit did "Eye on You" by Guns N' Roses.
Speaking of which, I'm not going to announce anything because I haven't heard him say it publicly, but I think there could be a cover of "Eye on You" coming out very, very soon.
Ooh.
I heard of a band that is planning on doing. Of course, you hear this stuff all the time, so
Yeah.
I'm not teasing too much, but yeah, that might be a real thing, and I think if it does happen, it's going to sound pretty awesome.
Damn right.
But let's talk about Duff in this particular album a little more, since we're almost to the halfway point. Let's see, and I'm not gonna lie, I literally just pulled Wikipedia because I did some research, and I really couldn't find anything that Wikipedia didn't already have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to find stuff about Loaded, anyways. I mean,
yeah, I pulled. They're probably like, "Hey, he's just reading Wikipedia." Yeah, it's all I could find. So
yeah.
that's what you're gonna have to get this time. But Duff performed bass on all of the tracks, as well as the guitar and the piano on the song "Misery." Well, that's pretty interesting. Let's see. Harvey Danger, who was the former guitarist for the Nevada Bachelors, another band I've never heard of, and Mike Squires was also invited to record additional guitar parts on the album.
Yeah,
Now,
Mike Squires, I think, has been a part of Loaded pretty much since almost the beginning. So
what? Okay, who is he? Where's he from before he was in Loaded?
I don't remember. All I know him for is being in Loaded. That's it.
Mike Squires, musician. Let's see. Okay, well, even on his Wikipedia page, it's him standing in front of a Loaded logo. So he played for the Nevada Bachelors, Harvey Danger, the Long Winters, Loaded, Alien Crime Syndicate, Ugly Kid Joe. There's one I heard of.
Oh, okay.
I had Ugly Kid Joe tickets, but I didn't go because it was in Kansas City, and I had to drive 3 hours and go to work the next day. So I went to see Fozzy. Fozzy opened. When Fozzy was done, I cut tail and left.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I had to work the next day and I still had to drive 3 hours. So if I can get out of here at 10 versus midnight,
Yeah.
And I don't know enough Ugly Kid Joe songs, but apparently when I was inviting people, I didn't think to mention it because I wasn't going to see it. But a lot of people were like, why didn't you tell me it was Ugly Kid Joe? I would have fucking went to that. Well, I didn't know it was fucking relevant.
Yeah.
I don't know any of his music. But yeah, apparently he's playing with him right now. Oh, it says 2022, so maybe he was playing with him. No. He was gone. That was 2023 that I saw them, or that I was.
Yeah, it would have been earlier this year. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was not there at the time, but I still wouldn't have stayed. So that's Mike Squires. And in June of 2001, Duff announced that the album would be titled Dark Days and that it would be released under Loaded rather than using his own name for the project. So that's kind of how Loaded became a thing, was through this album.
Yeah.
And Dark Days was then released in the US, and it was released in July of 2001 in the US and Japan. However, it wasn't released until Europe until a whole year later in July of 2002. 2002.
2002. This time I'm gonna stand up and shout. I'm gonna do things my way. It's my way on the highway.
And this is about the time. This is like 2001 is prime Limp Bizkit. So
this was around the time that song came out. 01. That
I
album
am
came out in 01.
very sure that you're on
the Butthole album came out in 2001. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the stupidest album titles and like the ugliest album artwork ever. Something about a butthole and a fucking another butthole in the butthole. That's the album.
Is that the name of the album for real?
Well, no, it's like Chocolate Starfish and something about water, hot dogs and water or something.
Oh,
yeah. It's just like this. It's like, why do I want an Urban Dictionary this fucking album title? I don't need to. Just make it sound cool. Does that sound cool? It sounds terrible.
It's no wonder all of their audience was like 12 and 13-year-olds because we didn't know any better. I used to listen to Limp Bizkit when I was like fucking 12.
Yeah.
But dude, as soon as I was capable of having an intelligent thought, Limp Bizkit went right the fuck out the door.
I feel like most of the hate goes towards like Fred Durst, and rightfully so. But like the guy is
douche.
That's how he marketed himself. And I mean,
as
like,
a douche.
It kind of worked. Maybe it didn't work. I don't know. But like, I got to give credit to all the musicians that are there. I mean, they honestly should have been a better band than Limp Bizkit, but still.
Okay, so you know how you got your group of friends, and then there's that one guy that's like one of your real friend's cousin that's always there, and he's like a dickhead and a douchebag, and you just don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is Fred Durst's equivalent in rock and roll. Like that's the gimmick he played as a character, I guess. Then, if we want to go that route,
yeah.
Somebody fucked Britney Spears when he didn't.
Yeah.
Like you're even over here bragging about chicks you didn't bang. I mean, think of how douchey, man.
I mean, we don't know unless we see proof, but we'll never see that. So, and I don't want to see that.
I wouldn't. I'm not looking for it. Do not send me any proof.
Yeah.
Did Loaded ever play with Limp Bizkit?
Oh, hell no. No way.
I know they opened for Guns N' Roses a few times.
That was in the mid 2010s, I think.
Yeah.
Like early to mid 2010s, I think, when Duff was replacing Tommy on bass. Or was it before then or after that?
No, that was before that.
That
was way before Duff ever played with GNR. Like more than I'm sure. Like when Loaded made an appearance, he probably came out for a song.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not the first couple of nights, but eventually, I'm sure he came out and played like one song, like Izzy does.
Yeah,
but I highly doubt that it was. I don't think it was that time. Now I'm sure it led to that. I'm sure that touring with, or not touring with, but having a few shows with Loaded as the opener led to Duff replacing Tommy when he got back with the replacements, which then led to the reunion.
Mm.
So it's an important note in the history of Guns N' Roses, but at the same time, I don't know enough about that era to really remember. Well, I know enough about it. I just don't fucking remember. I'll probably look that up later. We'll find out in a future episode. Yep, you gotta wait. That's right.
Yeah.
I've been there. This last time was the last time again. I've been there with bands and I've been there with women. Oh, finally getting some guitar action. This is definitely that Creed era of music. It even sounds like one of those guitar solos.
It sounds better than post grunge. I'll give you that. Post grunge is still like Ugh.
I'm telling
Ugh.
you, man, I'm getting some serious mainstream radio from when I was 12 vibes off of this. So
I don't even
far.
remember a Creed solo, so they're basically non-existent at this point. All I remember is
I'm not talking about Creed in particular. I'm talking about that time where
well, you're
Creed
talking about
was
just
on the
post-grunge in
radio.
general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like early Nickelback. Or actually Nickelback still. They're still actually no, they're more country now.
No,
which is so
Nickelback was
weird.
first coming along about that time. Nickelback
Yeah.
was coming along.
The Kings of Butt Rock.
Yeah.
Butt Rock Taco Gordita Supreme.
But then you also had other bands, like I can't think of any who sang give me a minute, I'll think of it. Who sang that Chris Benoit theme in WWE?
Oh, Our Lady Peace, Canadian.
Yeah, Our Lady Peace was a thing. They were getting big. Saliva was big around that time.
Saliva was a little bit new metal-ish, I think.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like even Blue Oyster Cult had a few hits around that time.
Blue Oyster Cult was like the 70s.
Not Blue. Well, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking Blue October. My bad. I'm thinking.
Oh
of Blue
yeah.
October. Yeah, that's right. Blue October, and I don't know, but they all kind of had that certain something about them that they all have in common, and this shares that so far. I'm talking about the guitar solo. See what I mean? So how are the lyrics looking right now? Do we have enough content to do that again?
Yeah. I can go in more lyrics here. My way, your way. Don't you know something's got to break? Get out, nothing left to take. Gotta save a little piece of grace. But I believe this is the chorus here. You know, what you gonna do? Why do you want to stay? Such a waste of time. Can't stand another day. Nothing to this game. Go and get a life. I gotta get away and save me. And I think it just repeats the chorus again.
Okay, so
Kinda.
that's all of the new lyrics then.
Yeah, there's not much like. I
Yeah,
guess it
we've
goes
got
into solo and then repeats the chorus. So
I feel like we've got the story of the song down
oh yeah, pretty much.
pretty well here. So how old would you have been around this time? Because I would have been like
This is
12.
2001,
Yeah.
6.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have been listening to would you? No, at 6 you're gonna listen to whatever the parents are listening to.
No, I pretty much listened to whatever's on the radio. That's it.
Yeah, you don't get much radio exclusive privileges at 6.
No, no way.
Now I'm getting some Pink Floyd vibes. What's it say right there?
What's that?
What do you say right there? You're not listening to me or something?
Sure enough, listen to me.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that.
All
Yeah, I
right.
think.
Well.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. I expected a lot worse, but was like, okay, it's
Yeah.
fair-ish. I want to say.
We'll give our reviews here in a second. I'm going to read my last loaded fact, and hopefully this makes it up to you, Corey. I hope you. I hope we did you right on that. We sure tried. But the last loaded fact I have is Loaded announced 3 dates at the House of Blues, taking place in Anaheim, California, Las Vegas, Nevada, and West Hollywood, California. Wow, they sure did a world fucking tour there.
Yeah.
In November 2001 to perform at these shows. Mike Squires was added to the group's lead guitar. Added as the group's lead guitarist, and Duff took up the second guitar position. Alien Crime Syndicate bassist Jeff Rouse joined the group, and additional U.S. dates were announced in 2002, as well as a Japan and European tour, which followed in the summer of 2002. So they at least tried getting it out there. They didn't just didn't just travel their local fucking bars and shit and then call that a tour. Like I feel like they do a lot with these single bands. I know Steven's pretty guilty of that.
Yeah.
But he hasn't tried to do
an album.
Yeah. If Steven Adler would just call it like an Appetite for Destruction tour, he'd totally get away with that.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the only thing he's ever been known for. So
Well, fuck it, do it.
at least he's better than a one-hit wonder. He's a one-album wonder. So I
That's
mean,
right. And
that's
he,
better. You got 12 right there.
and I mean, hell, GNR's never going to do a show where they just play the whole album in order. So I
Yeah,
mean, that
dude,
could
why
be
not?
your
You get to
thing,
hear the whole
Steven.
album with the original drummer on there. That would be a great selling point.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it'll sell out stadiums, but it'll
No,
sell
you
out
can sell
bigger
clubs.
venues. Yeah. And Steven could probably, I think Steven could do that. Like, he could hang. He could hang for that. I mean, an hour and a half of a show. Like, he's got that.
I hope so with his, his back problems and stuff.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, Steven's not in the best health.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's now time for us to give our final thoughts. How are we doing this today? You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll take first dibs on this one. For the loaded version of Limp Bizkit's My Way, it's lyrically better. Not as hard as that version though, but it's still pretty good. I think this song. It's well, maybe not pretty good, but I think it's okay. It's better than what I expected. I would have liked the song to come out of the a little bit out of that first gear. Like it was cool for like the intro and the verse. And I guess the chorus kind of like it picks up a little bit, but I would have rather had like I think with a more explosive sort of solo, like it just comes at you from out of nowhere. I think it would have been of a lot. I would have gotten more points from me. It's not terrible. I would probably rank it somewhere in the middle. It's not 3. I would, what? I'll be nice. I'll give it like, oh man, I don't know. Like I want to give it 2.5 because like something. Would I actually listen to this again? Unlikely. Maybe on the off chance. I'm not. I'm not gonna go out of my way to seek this song. Is what I'd say. Like if it just randomly comes on, it's like whatever. Sure, maybe listen for like 2 minutes. But I'll go 2.5. I'll go somewhere in the middle because I mean like it's interesting. But it's not the worst thing in the world. So
I'm in a similar boat. I don't think it was terrible, but dude, ever since you said the Limp Bizkit thing, that was all I could hear was the Limp Bizkit influence on it, and that made some great commentary. But I don't like Limp Bizkit, so that doesn't really give it any additional points to me as just a song I would listen to. I don't even think I really falls into that category for me as far as execution goes. I mean, I guess it was executed fine. The guitars were, done well. The solo was done well, even though it was a very standard solo of its time.
it was kind of meh.
Yeah. It was very radio friendly, almost I feel like to a fault in a way. Like they could have they could have done more with it, I think, than what they wanted this to be played on top 40 radio, and I don't think that was really ever gonna happen. But I see the effort that's being made there. For me, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Right.
2. Like I feel like there's some quality stuff there, some pretty quality stuff there that I'm just not seeing. Because it was executed fine, I guess, if you like that kind of thing. I don't like that kind of thing, so it's not getting me just astronomical numbers. But for what it is, it's fine. It's
fine.
Not
it's
offensive.
Like offensively bad. There's been a lot worse on this show. I mean, this is like passable. It's
Yeah. Somebody out there loves it. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
That's you. Yeah. If that's you and you like it, great, I guess. But with that, that's our review of Dark Days by Loaded. It's in our rear view mirror, so hopefully there are happier and brighter days ahead. And shall we spin that wheel and find out?
Yeah, spin that wheel. See what we're gonna get next week.
Here we go.
What I Told You, Izzy Stradlin.
All right, What I Told You by Izzy Stradlin.
What I tell you, exactly what I told you.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something else.
Oh god, it's gonna be about a song about him disciplining his kids or something. That was what I told you. Vacuum the floor. Oh, shit.
Stop fighting with your sister.
Take out the trash or I'ma put you in a that's what I told you. You're
You're going to cut that grass today, boy. Now that is dad rock.
Yeah.
That's dad metal.
That's a level above butt rock.
Oh, so yeah, getting a little Izzy straddling on the wheel for next week. So be sure to tune into that. Be sure to come back and check us out. Don't know if it's going to be on Spotify. Don't know if it's going to be on YouTube yet, but Rocktober is going to keep rocking on. So be sure to come check those out. We got a lot of music videos in the can this week. Oh, we really don't, but we're gonna have we're gonna have some music videos in the can this week. We hope you guys enjoy that and keep rocking out with us all month long. And be sure to come back on Saturday, because on Saturday we're gonna be here again for some Shotcast Saturday. And don't know what we're gonna be listening to. We're gonna figure that out though.
Oh yeah.
And much more exciting things are ahead for the Guns and Radio podcast. We hope you guys continue to tune in all week long and check us out. But for now, this is where we are going to have to bid you adieu and close out our show today. And we want to thank you for being a part of that. So what you think about this episode, let us know on Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to click subscribe and ring that bell icon so you can be notified anytime we post new content, regardless of what it is, over on our YouTube channel. And if you're on Spotify or wherever you're getting your podcast version, be sure to follow us, because we upload at least once a week.
Minimum.
A lot more than that. I think you'd be surprised. Hopefully you enjoy all of our content. But yeah, until next time, I'm Dustin Bones.
And I am Chris Caputo. Thank you for tuning into the Guns Radio podcast. We're going to see you next week here. Same place, similar time. The same place, but a similar time. I don't know. Saying the same things over and over again. I need another coffee. We will see you guys next week.
We'll see you when we fucking see you, people.